What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. And yes, indeed, it is another one. So here we are now. We have a major corporation, Walmart, is deciding to roll back their DEI program situation, their DEI thinking. And this is a serious situation here. When you have major corporations that are deciding to step out of that DEI mindset to just hire on diversity, equity, inclusion. It's a huge situation here. Now they're going to actually be trying to hire individuals that, could be actually, qualified for the job, not just on racial aspects or anything like that. So listen, look, we're going to dive off into this, people. Excuse me. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
This morning, a major decision at Walmart, not about holiday sales, but about diversity programs, also known as DEI programs. It's joining a growing list of companies rolling them back.
This morning, the world's largest retailer says it's rolling back some of its diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. Walmart, which employs more than 1.5 million Americans, joins a list of major corporations revising DEI initiatives. The company saying every decision comes from a place of wanting to foster a sense of belonging, to open doors to opportunities for all our associates, customers, and suppliers.
This is the single largest employer in the United States. We are talking about a company that is worth almost $1 trillion on its own.
Robbie Starbuck, a political commentator and anti-DEI activist, celebrated the development. He's previously pressured companies, including Lowe's and John Deere, to change their policies.
We were able to have frank conversations with Walmart. And as I've said for a long time, I don't ask companies to take on my political views. I am simply advocating for corporate neutrality.
Walmart says many of the changes to its DEI programs were already planned and not a result of conversations with Starbuck. The company is pledging to better monitor third-party marketplace items to make sure they don't feature sexual and transgender products aimed at minors. Walmart says it will also review its funding to Pride events and will end racial equity training programs for staff. GLAAD, an LGBTQ advocacy group, has said we cannot let fear and fringe anti-LGBTQ activists dilute the work that has been done in the name of visibility, acceptance, and opportunity.
Companies need to listen to our...
I don't think that, the situation with the LGBTQ community, of course, is going to be hugely affected. I mean, what I'm thinking is that the community is being led by individuals with their own agendas. And I really think that a lot of, people that's in the LGBT community need to start actually understanding this. They're having people with their own hidden agendas and stuff like that, leading set community and stuff like that to promote certain things. And like to say, to promote the children, stuff like that. It's crazy, but it's the truth. And at the end of the day, though, I work with people in the LGBT community. I'm friends with people in the LGBT community. I mean, good friends, like, they're not, they're not horrible people. It's just the fact that the association, or however this is being led, is being led by individuals with their own hidden agendas, just like every other culture is. We have I just recently did a situation on the Black Caucus in my broadcast and things like that, of how they're actually being, monetized and things like that, and being paid to undermine the Black community, period. And it is what it is, though. These leaders out here of these organizations and things like that, they are doing their own agendas. It is not good for the people, period, whether the Black community, white community, whatever you want to call LGBT community. These leaders are not actually wanting the best for their constituents, period.
Movement. We are powerful and growing every single day. We will not stop until we have eliminated wokeness in corporate America.
Walmart also says it will no longer consider race and gender as a way to increase diversity when offering supplier contracts.
Okay. And that's what's up. We need to actually get back to the point to where we could actually put qualified people in the position. And I'm just being honest here. We need qualified people that are actually wanting to do the job properly and things like that. And, you know, that are actually qualified to do the job. Okay. I'm just being honest. Okay. So we're going to go here now and we're going to keep diving off into this. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people. This is a huge situation here. Walmart has has spoken up. I think, and from what I've seen, I haven't, fully gathered everything yet, that there are a lot of other corporations are starting to get rid of the DEI situation.
Welcome back to Squawk Box. An interesting story to tell you about this morning. Walmart now saying that it is ending some of its diversity initiatives. It's removing some LGBT-related merchandise from its website and winding down a not-for-profit that funded programs for minorities. Now, the company moving away from using the term, quote, diversity, equity, and inclusion in company documents as well. It's also renamed its chief diversity officer role to chief belonging officer. Walmart joins a growing list now of companies that have rolled back DEI measures.
Okay, so we could clearly see here now, TSC, I don't know what company that I haven't heard of that. You know what I'm saying? If, certain companies are in certain regions of America, it just is what it is. Let's see, Moslon Coolers, Harley Davidson, John Deere, Ford, Toyota, Lowe's. Let's see, Brown Forman. Of course, we're talking about Walmart right now. These are some of the corporations and things like that that are that are going to roll back their DEI thought process. And I think that this is a good thing. I think that this is good. We need to actually be allowed for fairness to hire people that are actually qualified for these positions in these corporations and stuff like that, whether it be from the top all the way to the bottom, to the cashiers and stuff like that. We need to hire people based on their qualifications and not based on their race or gender or anything like that. It's been enough of this, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, but it's just the truth. If you're qualified for the job, I don't care whether you gay, straight, white, black, blue, brown, it don't matter to me. If you're qualified for the job, you should have the job. If you're qualified for it and you're willing to put in the work and make sure that things get done. Let's keep going.
After feeling the heat from conservative activists, other companies that have gone this route, Tractor Supply, Lowe's, Ford, and Molson Coors. The activist behind this is a guy named Robbie Starbuck, who has spearheaded anti-DEI campaigns against consumer-facing companies. He's done this across the country now. Said he warned Walmart executives last week that he would be doing a story on, quote, wokeness at Walmart. Walmart said that it is making these changes and that they've been in the works, they're saying, for a few years, and were not the result, they say, of the conversation with Starbuck. I don't know.
That's him, Andrew? I love the man bun.
True or not? What'd you say?
I love the man bun.
Yeah, he has a man bun. Hey, listen, look. We don't know. We don't know. But at the end of the day, though, he has a man bun. But it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? Even if, listen, look, I'm not going to throw out anything. Let's keep going here.
That's the dude behind
Just looking at the video.
Yeah, watching the video. I love the man bun. I love that guy. That's the dude, huh? That's unbelievable. So he's the anti-DEI guy with these guys.
The man buns.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right. Andrew, you thinking about it?
Am I thinking about the man bun or am I thinking about these DEI policies?
The man bun. I'm not going to get all serious on you. We're not going to discuss DEI and whether it's obvious.
I mean, hold on here. I thought that's what we're supposed to be discussing is the DEI. What is he talking about? Listen, look, the man bun thing, regardless of whatever, you know what I'm saying? Who knows if dude, you know what I'm saying, is in the LGBT community, whatnot. It doesn't matter. Obviously, he's speaking out for for these corporations to actually hire the people that are qualified for the job. And that's what we're concerned about.
So we'd like everything to be DEI, but I understand.
Well, if you look at the comments that come from Doug McMillon on this, the CEO at Walmart, just saying that they want to change. They basically want to be a reflection of
do it,
America
but it just,
and what America is really looking for with some of these things. There's been a big pushback against it. They just said no retail company wants a story about them ahead of us, from us ahead of Black Friday. This is what the Starbucks is saying on those things.
Right. And man bun, people with man bun should be included as well.
Why is he still talking about this fucking man bun situation? Gee, come on, man. Get back to the point.
I don't think they should be. I don't think you should do anything against, right? They should not be
I'm
discriminated.
trying to imagine you in a man bun.
Me, or I had a mullet. I mean, obviously, in the 70s, nobody didn't have, not the fish.
Party in the back.
Yeah, a mullet is the same. It's not it is.
Okay. They're doing too much babbling here. I need to keep going. But yeah, though, we saw what they said at first, the things like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going here. This is crazy. So yeah, we're gonna get here now. And Kevin O'Reilly, he's part of Shark Tank, things like that. Very serious businessman. I highly respect. I do respect Kevin O'Reilly for his information, stuff like that. We're gonna go here now. He's gonna talk on Fox Business, and let's see what the business is about this situation. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
Waving goodbye to DEI. Walmart plans to roll back its diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives following backlash. The company saying in a statement to Fox Business, "We know we aren't perfect, but every decision comes from a place of wanting to foster a sense of belonging, to open doors to opportunities for all our associates, customers, and suppliers, and to be a Walmart for everyone." Well, for more, let's bring in Kevin O'Leary, O'Leary Ventures chairman and Shark Tank investor. Okay, that's Walmart's statement. They're rolling back DEI. I guess my question is, when America's biggest employer does this mean that we are done with DEI and moving? I'm going to give you my acronym: results, excellence, and merit. REM. I'm a fan of the band. I'm a fan of the idea. What do you think about that?
Corporate America got lost, and then it took a huge lesson down from Anheuser-Busch on Bud Light. We teach that in business schools now. A complete combination of idiot management and the inability to read the room. And America's clearly decided on this issue. And for the boardroom not to be sensitive and understand what's going on out there, they get punished at the store level. Target's a great example. Wow, when they got in that whole gender identity stuff, they got slaughtered. And they still haven't come back. What mother wants to take their kids there and get into gender identity on underwear?
They never really said sorry.
It doesn't matter, the market.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. And like I said, so I'm definitely friends with, gay people, all types of stuff, And man, it is what it is here. And even they've told me, like, they are not for all this, crazy stuff about pushing things on kids and things like that. And they've told me this out of their own mouths. They're not even for that. And this is where we're at here. And the powers that be that are leading these organizations and things like that, pushing these personal agendas, and that's what this is. This is where we at here. So now these corporations have been losing money. Yes, Target has lost money doing that at one point and things like that. And also Walmart at one point was losing money. But now we see what's going on here. Let's keep going.
It did it for them.
Sure.
It crushed them. And I think they should get the whacking stick out. If I were on that board, I'd find out who put that policy in place, and a whacking and a hacking. You got to start punishing stupidity at the management level. That is how you solve for this. That's how we used to do it 20, 30 years ago.
So Walmart's getting out ahead of that and saying, we don't want that. Thank you very much. We're going to do the statement. We're going to get out of this, and we want to avoid the punishment, basically.
Yeah, but I mean, the customer is always right, always decides, and you have to read the customer. The mother, the father that brings their kids into that store to buy toys and is faced with all this, what crapola? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And they pay a horrible price for it. And I think it's great. And that Anheuser-Busch case, that's such a great case to teach managers in business schools, because they are a lot of them are thinking, oh, gee, that's the right thing to do. You look at the numbers. No beer company in history has been slaughtered that hard.
Right.
Right from the beer cans being shot off.
We call it a teachable moment. But while you're here, I want to bring up the magic word of the day, the $1,000 word, tariffs.
Okay, so tariffs, another good word for it is negotiations. Everybody knows this is chapter 3 in Trump's book. I mean, everybody is freaking out on this thing. I keep saying, go read his book. I mean, this stuff, he's getting out there now. Everybody's awake. He woke him up at 2 a.m. with one post. Every world leader's going,
sure
what? So there'll be no tariffs on Canada. That's very hard to implement. But the challenge with the Canadian situation is different than the Mexican. Trudeau is a really unpopular leader. And in the parliamentary system, he'll be getting whacked soon. It's the end game in the parliamentary system is so brutal. Look what happened in England just recently. Yeah. It's about to happen to him. So that Trump will not be negotiating with Trudeau. He'll be dealing with a guy named Pierre Poilievre who will get majority mandate. I think Trump should invite him down to Mar-a-Lago now. I don't know what the protocol and all that is, but he'll be dealing with Pierre. He might as well.
He was much more ideologically aligned with Trump.
Well, here's what Poilievre has already said. I'm going to lift the ban on pipelines. I'm going to kill the carbon tax to be competitive with Texas. And I'm going to open all kinds of investment in Canada. That's Trump's kind of guy. So I know
at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? My thought process on this situation is yes, when we're talking about the tariffs are definitely needed for us. I'm all about America winning. I don't care, all of the citizens, you know what I'm saying? Black, white, gay, straight. I don't give a fuck. We all need to win over. If we're natural born American citizens, we need our money. We need these corporations to pay us the dollar amount that we actually deserve to do the job. Now, I don't give a fuck about the top dogs in these corporations. Oh yeah, Tim and Sarah, the daughters and sons of these corporation owners and stuff like that, they need new jets and they need new this and that. I don't give a fuck about them needing no fucking new jet. Who cares? Pay the citizens what we need to be paid. If you want us as American citizens to buy the products that you are trying to produce and send them over here, yes, you're going to have to pay us. And we need y'all to bring the jobs over here. Not just ship the goods over here so we could be the workhorses of the world. And I spoke upon this plenty of times in my broadcast, that at the end of the day, America is at this point right now to where we are the world's workhorse. And it's sad, it is disrespectful to us that we are allowing and have allowed these corporations to just ship their goods over here and things like that to work us to death and then, get pennies on the dollar working these people over in these other countries, stuff like that, for pennies on the dollar. And they won't, of course, they don't want to pay us top dollar. Screw that. I'm for America first. Yes, I want top dollar for all Americans. For all of us. They want to ship their goods and stuff over here, cars, clothes, all types of stuff. When you go to a lot of these places, stuff like that, you buy t-shirts, things like that. A lot of the stuff is made in China or Taiwan or however wherever. We need these factories over here and they need to pay us. Period.
He talked to Trudeau last night, but Trudeau is checking out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Okay.
I want to talk about other investments. Medicare and Medicaid, the Biden administration announced could cover Wegovy, Zepbound, some of those weight loss drugs now for weight loss. Previously, I think Medicare had just covered a lot of those for heart disease and diabetes. You're our health snacks guy. You're our Make America Healthy Again guy, right? So if this is now covered additionally, does that change the way you think about the sector, the way you invest in the sector? If we are now sort of permanently thinking weight loss drugs is now being expanded by what's covered for insurance?
I would not put this drug into that program at all. It's way too early. Way too early. What happens if this thing has horrific side effects 10 years later we don't know about? This is a brand new product that shows promise. But you don't put the government behind something and tell everybody, look, because it's backed by the government, it's okay to do this. Sometimes a little exercise and eating less is also a really good idea for weight loss.
Jillian Michaels agrees with you.
Right. And so maybe, no, I don't want to.
Wow. So they're getting to the of course, pharma pushes a lot of things upon us as definitely as American citizens and things like that. Yeah, I definitely agree with O'Reilly. With Kevin, yes, man, just getting outside, walking a little bit, and eating less of the fast foods, eating less of everything will help you to lose weight, and keep your health balanced. And all right, I wasn't expecting to go off into the this right here. Like, I'm watching this right now with you guys. What I'm saying? I just seen the first part of it about they was talking about the situation with Walmart, but obviously they went deeper into some other things. But yes, man, it is what it is at this point, with that. And no, my stance with Walmart and a lot of these other corporations that are rolling back the DEI thought process, I agree with it. I think everybody needs a fair shot. If you're qualified for the job, I don't care whether you're black, white, gay, straight, it don't matter to me. If you're qualified for the damn job, then you should be hired for the job. Period. It doesn't make me none. And yes, it is what it is out here. I'm glad to see that this situation is starting to, be dissolved and things like that, to where everybody, regardless of race, color, creed, sexuality, however you want to put it, can have a fair shot at work opportunities and things like that. Yeah, I'm glad of it. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say, that, my friends, is the bottom line.